No, it's just starting right here. We are live. This is neither the couch, neither letters for the living dead. This is another takeover show. Don't worry, we all have our shirts on. There shall be no man with this takeover. Much love to go. Rific and Tommy Necro, you crazy motherfuckers. Okay, guys. So this is a takeover. Cody Zodiak. You might know him from Preacher Click. His OnlyFans. He has an OnlyFans page.
Somewhere floating around out there.
somewhere. We days for Preacher Click. He's been on shows here with us. We've interviewed him. He's been on the Letters to the Living Dead. I think he is probably the perfect person to interview us. And it was his idea, so we're jumping on here. So we're gonna turn it over to Cody here and get this shit started.
Oh yeah, man. Okay, so let's see here. Give me a second. I'm trying to two-phone it right now, so not having a whole lot of luck here. Anyways, first of all, I wanted to say what the fuck is up, guys. Yeah, this was my idea because I sit here, you know, like every time y'all do interviews, you know, and y'all hustle so hard. And I just figured it would be a chance for you guys to let everybody know what the fuck is going on in y'all's world for one, you know? Because y'all have like a million things going on and y'all do all the promotion by yourselves and then you guys interview everybody and get to put out what they're doing. So I figured it'd be cool to put the shoe on the other foot for once and see what the fuck you guys are up to.
So. Right, you'd be surprised. We've never been interviewed.
I know. That's why I was like, man, I don't think they've ever fucking been interviewed, dude.
Once on an Instagram live with Tommy the Roach and Sarah from Coffee with a Roach and 40 Ounces to Comedy pop-up shows. Mr. Keith Lovins has done work with him. Well, we ain't going to talk about him right now. But yeah, we got one interview. And it was all right. You know, that asshole Kitty, he kind of ruined everything, so.
You know? Yeah. That guy's a little bit of he's on another level, man.
Right, he hid my phone from me the other day, but I got a new one.
Well, fuck it, man. Let's kind of jump right in because I know there's a lot to talk about. I was gonna say, I guess let's start out with how you guys came to be a podcast. Like, when did you get the idea? When and how did you set it in motion? Because, you know, I didn't link with you guys till like the summer of 2017, but I know there was probably a lot more of a buildup than just that. You know, y'all were kind of already getting your foot into the door when I first met you guys.
Right. And I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to get on my long-winded self because it travels even farther back because this, in the end, it's a love story. In like many ways, it's a love story. And I say this because no backstory necessarily people already have seen or known or whatever.
Hold on. Somebody said Kitty Love should be neutered.
Oh, one of our own people. Gringo Suave, you dirty son of a bitch. You're going to get your turn later, boy. So, it's a love story.
Yeah.
See, the first thing that started about us was Gonzostyles, the page, like as Gonzostyles. But she'd been working on fan pages for a while. And then I hopped on one she was on. And like, I didn't fucking, like, I'm brand new this. I'd never done this before. Like, I'm barely sober. And I'm just like fucking going through shit. And I'm like, at first I was like, dude, oh, that Juggalo dating site's fake? What the fuck? So then I was like, on Facebook, I Googled, like, you know, is there some like dating thing or something like that? And nothing popped up, but Twisted Nation, this fan page popped up. So I jumped on it and I got hired. Like 3 days into being hired, I didn't put my tag on. This fucking broad right here was a manager for the page, yelled at my ass. And like, I was like, okay, you claimed me. You fucking yelled at me. I'm yours. Right? Month and a half later, I'm in North Carolina from California and shit. Cali boy ran out to North Carolina where she just went to manage. I don't want to say anything. His name, we'll just call him Pretty Good Kind of South. It was full of baloney. But anyways, out there, so we hook up out there, right? And we're together, and like 2.5 months in, like she's having the seizures, and we end up at this hospital. It was like 2.5 hours away from buttfuck North Carolina to buttfuck North Carolina, and that's not an insult to all North Carolina. I'm just saying, like, that's pretty much the two places. Yeah. So we're stuck there. She's going through all this fucking like torture to figure out her seizures and everything else. You know, find out their PTSD seizures and all this other stuff. But in the middle of it, I'm thinking, you know, I want to do something good for her and shit. Like, and the only thing we really had was like the page at the time. Like, but we're living together. And she's going through some shit, and these tests are making her go wacko, dude. I was like 5 different people, and I knew none of them. You know what I mean? There's cats hopping out of shit. I'm like, holy crap.
Cat in a box.
It was a cat in a box, dude. And she's mad because cats weren't even supposed to be in there. So,
I feel your pain on the cat thing, man.
right, I see that. And so anyways, while she's in a freaking like knocked out coma, I start talking to another admin. That's the homeboy Vandal from Topeka, Top City, who right now he just went through a surgery and was
You were telling me. I hope he's doing all right.
Yeah, as far as I knew, he was getting some things back, but there was so much misinformation, they kind of stopped putting out information. You know, so we're praying on him. I start talking with him. I'm like, I want to create this page. You need to come help me with it and be an admin. So he was the very first G-Style crew member outside of us. She just didn't know it yet.
Yeah.
She just did not know it yet. She was still, you know, 3 days, 2.5 days through what she had to go through. And we created that and started working on it and got other people to help us. We made some connections. She had a lot of connections that I didn't have at all. Like, really, like, she put me in on game. All I had was a street hustler's fucking, you know, persona, like doing business and figuring shit out, you know, finding our niche, you know. And then we started talking, we want to do interviews. Okay, let's do interviews. Well, okay, so Gonzostyles, for people out there, I'm not DJ Gonzostyles. I'm DJ Gonzo. Okay, she's owner. This is hers. You know, I'm co-owner, just to make me feel good. But this is hers, my gift to her. She so we started doing the interviews, and I remember. Sorry, space. Hunter Thompson, the original Dr. Gonzo, was an inspiration in not just his drugs and craziness, but the writings, how he told a story in time, and how half the time the story was really the telling of the fucking story. You know what I mean? And how he created relationships with people and, you know, built from there. So that's where the Gonzostyles kind of came from. And we decided, what's up, Snickers? We're going to get to you in a second, mister. So, as I was saying, it's kind of based on him, his madness. So it kind of gives us our personality, something we came from, you know. You always see Hunter Thompson repped on our shit. So we're starting these interviews, and we're trying to do it in a sort of style where it was telling the story. And they were written at first. And she came up with the title, Inside the Mind of, and then we put the artist, you know what I mean? But we had only had so many we could reach out to. Bandle turned me on to the whole underground. He introduced me to people, very importantly. We interviewed Crooked G.
Nice. That's my dog.
G led to meeting Tim, which led to meeting you.
I still have Crooked's written interview.
You do. We did our Van Brando, which is one of our people. We got to interviewed, I think, Frodo the Ghost. Who else did we? Tweet the Zombie. We interviewed like people I didn't know at the time. Static G.
No Static.
We did a bunch of people, like, and it started gaining on itself. And then we found North Carolina wasn't so kosher because she's more from Arizona, with a Detroit fucking attitude. So figure that one out. So it ain't working for us out there. When we get an invite out to go stay with Tim and stuff, set up in Pueblo. I want to say rest in peace, Tim, because you were a big part of this too.
Absolutely.
So we went out there and stayed out there, and with Tim, which I just want to say was like our best friend, dude. Like we love the guy. Like he's missed.
Okay.
So we're staying with him. We got to meet you. We got to go rep Wicked Tendency.
Randall's doing good and is in rehab.
Good. That is good. Thanks, Snickers.
Yeah, that was a crazy trip, man. That Summerfest, fest that summer was crazy, man.
Dude, and like you guys were great. You guys were badass on stage. Like, and we got to experience.
Here's a side note. There's a story that goes with that Gore Fest, right? That was our first time performing at Gore Fest. We had been before, but we had never performed, right? So that was our first time getting on the stage there. And I had been bugging. Evil doesn't smoke. Evil doesn't hardly ever drink. He doesn't do any drugs. You know, Evil's just a fucking nerd, right? And so I had bugged him. I was like, smoke this blunt with me. Smoke this blunt with me. Smoke this blunt with me. And I was like, no, I was always trying to get him to smoke weed, you know, for like fucking 20 years. And he's always like, no. And one day he was like, you know what? If we ever perform Gore Fest, I'll fucking smoke. Dude, not even 2 weeks later, I had us booked on Gore Fest. The whole time we were in Gore Fest, Evil was actually smoking, and I couldn't even smoke at the time. So I was like, this is fucking bullshit.
that is fucking ironic.
That entire time.
You know, and meeting you guys and got to meet people from LSP, like connections were made. We got to see more and learn more as we went. Like promote doing the side stuff that she was into, tour managing and doing stuff like that. But then when we moved out of there, Tim, I'd always told him, like, Tim, when are you going to do your radio again? I've always wanted to be a DJ, Tim. Tim. Finally, it's DJ Snickers, Underground Wicked Radio.
Yeah.
No, you're listening, buddy. Tim talked to him, and Tim had a big vote of confidence in having him bring me on board and shit. And as soon as he brought me on board, dude, I was stoked. I liked it. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. So that's kind of what gave us our big start. And then me messing with Snickers, he taught me a lot. Like me and Snickers' styles are different. We're different, Snickers. Like we're different. I'm more out there, and he's more refrained. You know, he's more cultured than I am. If any fucking juggalos could be cultured, just different varying in styles and stuff. So I went on just do my own thing and shit because we decided we're gonna take this page, which is not a huge page. It's over 1,000. It's funny. Check it out. We have some great admin. Tell them about our admin. You need to talk, woman. See, this is what she does, and then off stage,
Getting to her.
you getting to her? All right.
Yeah, I'll get to her.
So we started. Let's go back to.
See, you don't even know it, but I've kept you on your talking points exactly how I had planned. So keep going.
Right, because so let's go to the shows then. Okay, so up and running. Like I was trying to figure out what would I call a show? Like I wanted it to be good. I wanted it to be cool, and
The red couch.
yeah, like dude, I was like dude, like the couch,
We
dude.
had nowhere to put that fucking couch.
Yeah, just sitting on this couch. This couch floated everywhere. The red couch is actually in the game room. So this red fucking ugly, what's not even ugly, it was really nice before. Dogs have a way of doing things, and it's like it was really nice, and really nice ones get messed up really quick. So I was trying to think, sitting on this couch, it was like some of the best times and best conversations I had was sitting on somebody's couch in a garage somewhere. When I was younger, older, it didn't matter. Like there was great moments in the couch. Why not bring that to an interview type aspect where it's not structured? We went with more of an unstructured. If people follow and watch, then it's pretty fucking unstructured.
Yeah.
So that's how we kind of wanted to do it. We reached out. We made good connections. We hustle on good connections. I don't think we've ever had any major beefs. We've always stood our ground on almost anything we've thought. so we had these good connections, which was able to help us start bringing people on, people like that we knew somewhat, and then people that we really knew for comfortability until we kind of could find ourselves. And I think I've been doing this almost 2 years now.
Yeah, you have come a long way in that short amount of time too, man. You really have, man. Well, let me ask you this. Go ahead.
I'm saying it's a different game too, because I find I get more views releasing straight to Facebook after having YouTube up for a while. Like I get way more on it. So like we only have like 140 subscribers, I think, maybe. Yeah, 140. But then we get, tons of views on Facebook, and
it's all in the algorithm. Well, let me ask you this: what do you guys have planned for the couch in the upcoming future and the not so close future? Like any guests we should be on the lookout for? I mean, don't give anything away if you're holding on to anything, but anything you can tell anybody about, like what do you guys have coming up? What should they be looking forward to?
Actually, I don't have a lot coming up. I got an open frame, and it's kind of I wanted to be that way. I was kind of looking to see how I was going to lay things out. I do have, I believe it's on the 15th. I have Razor from LSP.
Yeah, as I saw you promoting that one, so yeah.
Yeah, I have that one coming up, and I think that's what I got coming up. Like I've been kind of lazy on it. The baby turned 1, which we can get back to talk. We can talk about that in a little bit too, but that's about what we got on. It's open board.
Shout out to Braden. Happy belated birthday from Uncle Zodiak, bro.
Right. We called him Braylon.
Oh, I thought he said Braden.
No, I'm pretty sure I heard Braylon.
I could have said either one, man. I've been drinking, so I mean. He'll bite me for it later. Cool.
Well, it happens. That's why she's always quick to it. Like, wait, what did it say?
I thought I said Braden, but I may have said with a D. I don't fucking know.
Oh shit! Like I'm keeping up with this shit. Snickers says Cody Zodiak. How you been, fam?
I've been doing all right, man. It's up and down, manic depressive lifestyle. No, I've been all right, man. It could be worse. It could be worse, man. It could be a lot worse. So I can't complain. But it's not about me today, bruh. Questions around here. No, okay, all right. So I'm gonna give Christina the limelight. Living Dead Girl. I'm gonna give you the limelight for a minute.
No.
Let's see. Where did you get the idea for the letters show? I mean, obviously there's certain underlying issues that made it become a thing, but what made you want to turn it into a thing?
It was his idea.
Yeah.
Like I came up with the name to it. I originally wanted it to be like a Dear Abby, like where people could just ask for advice and whatnot. But that didn't really become anything of it. And then we decided to, because of my mental health and like things like just something like maybe I could give back to the community or to just anybody if I did a show on that. And that's kind of where that came from.
She'd went through a difficult point and chose to be proactive on stuff and get herself situated. And when she got out, it was, what can we do for her to help her, going through what she's going through. So I was super proud of her for taking the steps she was taking and doing what she was doing. This all before Berlin. And so it was like, well, why not do a show? You know what I mean? And then at the same time, I was listening to a lot of Dark Half. So making the connection from artist to fan and shit was kind of like the link that we had here, And funny thing is I'm sure we'll probably do a show August 16th.
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly doing a show. We're trying to make it bigger, but it should be a good letters. A good letter show. I don't want to say too much on it, but it should be a good one.
If there's guys, don't give it away. Well, speaking
Yeah, I
of
know.
that,
To make a
Given that-
connection, I would have gave it up.
Yeah.
I feel like my obligation to ask you, how's your mental been recently?
Me?
Yeah. How you doing?
It's been okay, I guess. I don't know.
It's been good. It's hard. It's a hard.
It's hard.
And it's a hard month we're about to go through with death
Definitely.
anniversaries and stuff.
Dude, man, I've been up and down, up and down, up and down, dude. So, I mean, hell, I was hella down just fucking earlier today, but that's that manic part, man. It's up and fucking down, bro. I'll be fucking totally sad, and then all of a sudden I'll be totally cool, and then I'll drink alcohol and I'll get sad again, and then I'll get again.
And what do you listen to while you're sad, Cody?
I listen to when I'm sad.
You got some
Goddamn
tears in your beer?
country music, bro.
Yeah, I figured, but I know. That's the one right there. I don't care what any hip hop head say. Country music's got some soul to it.
I listen to all kinds of music, man.
Yeah, I know.
I'm probably the only horrorcore cat that fucking jams country on the regular, man.
More than likely.
But you
All
know
right,
what?
Snickers.
I don't rap most of them, so just saying.
Right.
Hold on, I got a couple more questions.
I thought
Living
we were
Dead-
having a letter show right now. I was like, that's so appropriate if we have a pop-up letter show.
A little bit on that. Well, here's one for you, Living Dead Girl, and it's not so much about the mental. If you had like a choice of just like any, let's try to keep it like undergroundish, but any guest you could have on letters, who would you like to have on letters? Just like if there was like no limit to who could be on there.
Damian Quinn.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. I believe so. You
And
know, he's
one.
fucking crazy.
No. Yeah, that's one where we're hoping for.
Well, I hope so too, man. I hope so too.
But people are busy. The underground's trying to make money and stuff. They're busy right now, so we'll see what's up.
Definitely.
Right.
Okay.
We do have another person on letters.
Who's that?
That was the other connection. Stampede. He goes by JP on the show.
Oh yeah, he hit me up earlier, man. He was gonna let me borrow $20 for liquor. I'm dead serious, bro. Shout out to him, man. He hit me up. He was like, "What's your PayPal?" I was like, "No, man, my brother already spotted me, bro." He's like, "You sure?" I was like, "No, I'm good, bro. You don't have to give me $20."
Oh shit.
Yes, cold shit, Richard Bradley. You already know. Rest in peace, Tito. All right. Fuck, it won't go up. It's meant to be held.
How about this? We'll swing back over to you, Mike. I want to know how did your I'm sure you got a good story for this one coming up, man. How did you get so affiliated with like Big Haas and US Circle A and Force 5 and all those guys? This is something I personally would like to hear. I'd like to hear the story behind that, man.
Okay. Well, it all goes back to it's multi-pronged. I didn't know I knew family members on the Haas side, and it was just connections and rolling through with Force 5. I don't know. I've always dug them, and I started making a relationship with them and got a couple of them on. Actually, when we became Gonzostyles Radio, the second interview I did, I had Prolific and Jason Logic come on, and I was brand new to it, barely understood Hangouts, and I hit buttons and I popped myself off the ending of their episode. They finished my episode out. Called me fun face and a bunch of shit, but they finished it out. So I got kind of like a curse with Force 5 because like something always goes fucked off. But it's great. Pretty much with them was just like bringing them on and working with them, promoting with them, and develop a relationship with Donnie.
Tease him about Nickelback.
I tease him about Nickelback, and I raise him a lot of hell, and he has to came to Arizona, punched me in the face or nothing. I don't know. I try and mix elbows. Like we haven't had a lot of beefs because we don't not with anybody important really. Like
We
really,
haven't even had beef with
not
anybody
really.
that's
Was
not
it one?
important.
Yeah,
We stay
like
completely
most
out
of
of it.
like
for the
we
most
didn't
part.
like a few people and shit. Like, and we made a stand on one thing once. Like, Vegas. Vegas. Yeah, Vegas. Yeah, that like it went bad. We don't associate with some people, but
Oh, yeah.
we love you, Brando. Brando's coming over. So
Yes, Sunday.
so yeah, just making those connections with them, and then I realized, like with Force 5, like they kind of kept that sub noise fill down, especially by bringing Big Hoss and stuff over there. Well, when I worked at Denny's way back in the day, their mom was a white shot. Oh God. So Gringo says DRP's a White Claw drinking Chad Kruger wannabe.
Right
Damn.
on.
We're
Just go
damn.
right for the low blow there, bro. I mean, hold back.
Right. Right. That fucked me up, dude. Hey, that fucked me up because I don't even know fucking where I was at with it. Oh, so anyways, I knew their moms and shit, right? But I reached out to Haas, and I hit him up about an interview and stuff, and like it took a while to be able to get shit all together. But then we started talking, and then realized, like I don't know, like friendship and family was born from there. I can just pretty much leave it at that. Like I love dude. He's a mentor. He's a great dude. I have a love for the family and shit. Fucking they got a lot of good things working out. US Circle A, you're affiliated with us now. Something I got to do myself, like with some help and shit, but like ultimately got to go on doing it from us, and can't wait for this COVID shit to get over with, so everybody can go and be about what they got to be about. Yeah, I seen that Gringo, and I'm not going to
touch on that right now.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch on that one right now, bud.
Well, now this is what the fuck he said, so I have to go look.
Yeah. I'll fucking love you, Gringo. Yeah, right.
You're still part of the page, Gringo. Remember that, please.
Is it just kidding?
Oh, okay. I'm like, please remember that.
We're all shit posters.
Oh yeah, I haven't been blocked in days.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
I've been good. But that's what I have the second phone for.
Right. I just saw it twirling me. No.
I guess the next question I've got is, did any of the guys from US Circle A or Force 5 have anything coming out, either camp anytime soon, that you're at liberty to speak about?
Trying to think.
I know a lot of artists right now are just locking down and making new shit right now with no real plan because
I know with Haas and stuff, there's a lot of stuff in works, but that can't be spoken on. Shit. I know Force 5, the homie Prolific Cabin Fever finally coming out. Like it's official. It's a bundle and shit. You can check it out. Mars and Danny Diablo's Devils and Demons is out. Or at least pre-bundled.
Mars is fucking dope. I've been listening to him for fucking forever and a day, dude.
To who?
Mars.
Yeah. I've sort of had him on my show once. He stood eerily behind Donnie and ate cereal and stared menacingly at me.
That's good enough.
Yeah, it counts. I officially got everybody on there. On my show now. I think they're holding back. They got a bunch of stuff. Everybody's got a bunch of stuff. Okay, we've been doing a lot of it. Obviously, Cold Crew.
I think when all this finally lets up, man, that there's gonna be like a fucking downpour of just underground releases from everybody who's been bored working shit out, and just finally everybody has a chance to stop and just create.
Right.
So Because I told you earlier through Messenger what all we're working on, man.
Right.
And that's crazy for Creature Click. We're using like fucking bourbon. We're aged 10 years in the barrel before we release this shit.
Like last album I remember you guys doing, I thought was like Merry Melodies.
Yeah, the Murder Melodies, man.
Yeah,
And most
murder.
of the,
That's what it's based upon, by his Murder Melodies.
Did you make
right?
lullabies?
most of the shit that we released on that was like 4 or 5 years old. Razor Blade Saber, the shit that we just released back in March, was all written and recorded around the time that we put out Murder Melodies.
What the fuck?
But the shit that we're about to release is actually shit that we've all written and recorded within the last year. So we finally caught up to ourselves.
Fuck, fine. Hey, COVID's good for something.
Evil just released his solo, Planet of the Undead. So it's got some bangers on there, man. And
I've not seen nothing. I've not seen nothing about that. I did not know that.
It's on his page, man. He's got it. So
yeah, definitely. I did not know it.
I'll link it to you here in a little while, and then
all right,
working on my shit, Bloodstains and Blunt Smoke. So that's gonna come out. That's just gonna be typical Cody Zodiac shit. The Manic Depressive Manifesto is still coming. I'm just choosing to take a little bit of time on it, but I have been writing to it and putting it together very well. That makes sense. I got a feature from a very good friend of mine who I'm not gonna mention in this. You'll just have to wait till it comes out. So it's gonna be dope. But it's on some it's not none of the shit in it is fictional, man. It's all real life, you know. It's not me telling stories of verbal horror movies and shit. It's none of that shit. It's all real shit. It's all real raw, you know.
Yeah, Gringo was saying that Evil got COVID, didn't he? Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did, but he's good now. So he got COVID. He got COVID, dude. And the only symptom he's had, he never coughed. He never was sick. Never ran a fever. The only reason he knew he had it is because he couldn't taste or smell shit. And he went and got tested. But he never threw up. Never had diarrhea. Never coughed. Never couldn't breathe. None of that shit. Just couldn't smell shit. Couldn't taste shit. But he's been over that for almost a month now, man. So, and he just went back, got texted. He's back at work and shit. I went over there and recorded with him last week. We're fine, you know. Right. I did, but damn time I was like, don't even fucking call me, bro.
Transmits through the phone. So he switched to Corona Light and he's good now.
Yeah, he would message me in Messenger. I was like, "You spray disinfectant on the keyboard for it." Message me.
Hey, I think we should get Gringo on here in a second too. I'll invite him on because we're about to where we're at. Other than like any more questions you got?
Hell yeah, no. I think we hit a lot of the things that I had planned out. You know, so okay. Is there anything else that you guys would like to add? I mean, anything?
Yeah, I want to add stuff.
Like a person.
Like a person. I would love to. Oh, I remember what the name is now. Come on, there you go.
Oh, she said her test came out negative.
Good stuff, Mini Bloodbath. We're calling Gringo Suave right now. I got some appreciation.
Nice.
We went through various forms with the page and what we've done. We went on Loud Ass Radio, which was with Suicide the Dead and Beast Mode Chad Coleman. What's up, Gringo? And
the fuck is up?
Got us back into stuff where we started doing more shows too, because she's actually the brainchild between a show we used to do called Country Rap Rebel Party, where we played the best.
I'm like,
some pretty good country rap. It was all right.
Yeah.
I insult Shotgun Shane all the time. Oh shit. We went black. I'm back.
Am I?
Which
back?
Hold
Yeah.
on.
I locked myself
no.
out.
I had the stream going on another page when I answered.
I am back.
What did you?
What's
He
up?
locked himself out of the phone.
No, I'm back now. See, I'm in the corner. He goes right there. And that is Cody's nose.
I'm just gonna awkwardly stare into the phone.
Right.
Hey,
Yeah.
What was that bourbon you got tonight, man?
What's up?
What was that bourbon called that you got tonight?
Fucking Oak Cliff. Hold on.
Oak Cliff, yeah.
That's my
Straight out of Dallas. Isn't that's where Opie Halligan lives now, right?
I have no fucking clue
Under
where
the
it is.
bridge? Because he's got that bridge troll swag.
This was recommended to me because I went in there looking for a decent cheap bourbon. You know, I was on a fucking budget, and the guy was like, "Look, man, I know it says Oak Cliff, but trust me, it's actually pretty smooth." And it was only, I think it was like $27.99, some shit like that. It wasn't too bad, and I got it. You know, I sip bourbon. I don't drink to get like drunk. You know,
Yeah.
and it does for the price, man. It doesn't have that bad of a taste. It's pretty smooth. So
It was a worthy purchase.
throw a little bit of sugar, some bitters, and an orange peel in it, and it's fucking game on.
Hell
Right.
yeah.
So, there's a reason Green goes on. And we was talking about appreciating. We went to various forums. We did Loud Ass Radio. And while we were with Loud Ass Radio, we developed a bunch of different shows. And then we started catching a couple fans here and there that were very regular. One was Scribble, was unfortunate. And Mr. Gringo Suave here. Well, I collaborate behind the scenes and talk with Scribble a lot. He tells me I'm a fucking idiot and dumbass all the time. But you know, that's how we work. Almost touched the But and then we had Ringo. Ringo was a top-notch fan, as I told the story before. He used to call up Living Dead Girl because we had the wrong number on the page. And she's like, hold on, let me give them to you.
Yeah, that was awkward.
It could be rather strange. And then we have another guy I want to shout out, Kevin Smith. He checks out all of our stuff. I talked with him a lot of times. Dude's really cool. I want to bring him on as a co-host one day. And then we have Gringo back with Gringo. So we tell Gringo, I'm like, bro, dude, you need to come on and do a show with me. Like, you're on every show. You help me out. Like, you give me ideas. Like, you just collaborate with us. So he joined our
Facebook a long time before.
But he had joined our
I
Facebook
have to
page.
show my face. Yeah.
Yeah, he was happy. He didn't want to show it. He thought the world could not stand that beauty. So
I got
He's
a
so
face for radio.
He
He's so
held on
good.
to my Ethan hat for 6 months and still brought it back to me after a show. That's fucking dedication, bro.
Right? Very, very
I wore
dedicated.
it a couple times though. I was doing a job for the Latter-day Saints, man, the Mormons, and
Those bastards.
I had to work on their cars, and I fucking rocked that hat every fucking time, man.
I'm sure they
yeah, you got a heathen in your car.
That's fucking great, man. Yeah, man. He brought it back at another show because it was like 6 months before the next show. And he brought it to me. He was like, oh, yeah, here. I was like, dude, I fucking totally forgot about that fucking hat.
And you hooked up with a Frankenstein shirt at the next show after that. So it's been a running saga between us of returning the favor tag.
Oh, yeah. I love the next shirt, though. It's got the fucking Death to Diddlers with Jeffrey Epstein's severed head. And on the back, we're putting pedo lives don't matter.
Yeah,
We can't wait
that's
for
an
that.
LDAP you got coming.
Yeah. I want to see everybody rocking these shirts, not even for the money, because we're actually paying a lot more to get front and back. We're not going to make shit off these. I just want to see everybody rocking a fucking Death to Diddlers shirt, bro.
Right?
It's like, yeah, the shoot your local heroin dealer.
Fuck those guys, too.
Yeah.
But nah, man, I like It's that shirt. I got that idea. It was crazy because I was just talking to Evil, and I don't know why. It was like fucking 12 o'clock on like a fucking Tuesday night. You know, it was like midnight, and I just sat up in my bed. I was like, I wonder if Evil's still awake. So I messaged him. I'm like, hey, make a shirt. And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, I wanted to say Death to Diddlers with Jeffrey Epstein's severed head. And then he was like, okay, I can do that. Next morning, I wake up to a fucking graphic that was just perfect. This is the one you see. I was like, yes, that's exactly what I was talking about. Make shirts.
It's exactly what you saw in your mind.
Yeah, and then
That's
he's the
badass.
one who made the pedal lives don't matter that we're gonna put on the back, and where it says the I in lives is a fucking hollow point.
Dude, that's the lost art of the merch game is the double print, the
Well,
front.
I asked,
print.
like, man, we put these. I didn't want to print two different shirts, you know. I was like, man, I really want to get the point across with one fucking shirt that somebody can buy. And I was like, yeah, they might have to pay $25 for a double-sided shirt, but fuck it, man, $5 more to get both of those designs on one fucking shirt, dude. I'd fucking pay it. I am gonna pay it. I literally have to buy my own fucking shirt. It's ridiculous.
Dude, have you ever checked out King Duke's merch? His sexy fuck clothing line.
I knew about the sexy as fuck clothing line, but I don't think I've actually checked it out. So,
Oh man, he's got some sublimated shirts on there that are just sick. Like he does really good work, and they're pricey. Like that's next to my Lex the Hexmaster basketball jersey.
and basketball jerseys.
I ever paid for a fucking piece of clothing ever. It was like,
Dude, I want to make Future Click basketball jerseys, but I know that it would cost us a fucking arm and a leg just to do this, man. I just want one for me. I don't give a fuck y'all. I want one for me.
straight up, dude. You should be able to, like, if you get like an order of merch, can't you tag that on, like on the top? Be like, hey, can y'all just throw in this?
Honestly, haven't found a place that will make like good quality custom like basketball jerseys and shit. Yeah, we haven't run across that, man, because we're very picky about who we use and shit like that. That's why I would be honest with you, that last batch of shirt we had with the 100% pure Texas horrorcore. Love the design, hate the fucking shirts. I hate he didn't order the Hanes shirts, he ordered the Gildan, and I don't fucking like Gildan at all. So I gave away my. I don't even have one of the shirts. I won't wear the motherfucker.
Pro Club. Pro
Huh?
Club's where it's at.
Pro Club, that's the
Pro
brand.
Club.
The
It
Hanes
fits
is what
you good. Your shoulders.
you know how the Frankenstein shirt. It's real heavy. It doesn't fit to your stomach when the fucking wind blows and shit. You can wash it a million fucking times and it'll barely start to crack after 3 years. I promise.
Oh yeah,
These other shirts, you wash these motherfuckers like 10 times, man. You start losing shit. You're gonna start. They're just gonna rip. You get tagged on your car handle, like the lock on your car door, man. It's gonna rip. And that's why I was like, man, I want the heavy thread, man. I want the heavy thread.
you know, I haven't found a bad piece of merch yet. Like out of anything I bought, it's all been good. Some are better than others. Like fucking Don O'Rias, his design with shrunken head. It's got a noose on it and just says Don O'Rias. But that is like the most lightweight piece of merch I've ever bought, and it's super comfortable but still durable. So
Shout out to Mr. Orias, motherfucker.
Hell
That
yeah.
guy.
He's been on the
Right.
couch.
I just copped a beat off that dude, honestly, just a couple days ago. So
what's that company called that he does his beats through?
fucking fine, no man. I just like, hey Don, I'm like, yo, give me a beat. And he was like, what kind of beat? It's funny because he's like, what kind of beat you want? I was like, I don't know, give me some sad shit.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, I got some.
That's spicy.
Well, I was looking manic depressing manifesto. And he was like, what kind of beat do you want? I was like, well, you know, probably something sad. He was like, all right, I got some sad shit for you, bro. And the next day he sent it to me. I was like, yeah, that's perfect. I'll pay you for that.
Hell yeah. We got comments over here. Someone said
They
it.
said we look bored.
That's what happens during the takeover. You're not used to being on this side. Like,
Yeah, but I'm not trying to be like one of my. I'm not trying to be one of my manic ass fucking artists and shit, like, you know, and go all off and all over the place like we normally do.
Says, hi, y'all.
What's up, Kevin Smith? #1 fan. I love you, brother. We want to bring him on a co-host soon. Yeah, I want to come back to some of the points, things you said real quick. Sexy as fuck, King Duke, G-Style crew. He's always part of the crew. He's been very pivotal in like a lot of people we've worked with. We gotta shoot him a ton of love. We love King Duke. Fucking Mr. Kitty Love'em's peed in his butt once to show dominance. He did. I'm just saying, like, Duke denies it, but you know, it's all good. He keeps it Wookiee.
He is the master Wook.
What do you got for
see
Living Dead Girl here? Gringo, co-host. What do you got for Living Dead Girl? Let's get her to open up over here. She wants to talk.
The fuck I do.
I think I made her talk enough, and she's already kind of irritated with me about that.
She's like slinking away.
How you gonna be irritated?
I'm not irritated.
No, she's not. She's not. She has a very serious face. Yeah, very, very serious face. But that's all right.
So, what's your favorite part about being everybody's boss on the Gonzostyles Facebook page?
Yeah, how's it working for her?
Yeah.
I'm a good boss, huh? I leave everybody alone for the most part, don't I?
Yeah. Everything.
So what we're trying to say here is that we don't think you physically assault Mike enough.
You ain't seen me get popped on one of these shows? Like, I'm like,
You
oh.
haven't seen me pull a blade out on him on one of these shows?
Yeah.
Give the people what they want.
Hey, we try to give them what they want, and for like 5 interviews, nobody ever noticed the fucking cuff handles and stuff that were hanging out behind the flag and shit. I was like, notice.
I noticed your pride flag on the window over there.
Like, yeah, you love that. I love that flag. By the way, he's a pony fan. He likes Orange Crush in his butt. He chugs Orange Crush.
He's just mad because he's got that pride flag hanging in his window.
Hell yeah, Raiders all day. Raiders all day.
Raiders.
She's a Packer fan, but at least she's in the NFC.
At least we can all say we're not Cowboys fans.
Yes. At least we can all say we're not.
Hell no, man.
I will say
I'm Titans all day, baby.
All the other teams could sign that they're opting out this season, and the fucking Cowboys still won't make it to the playoffs.
Nope. And I saw they shouldn't be worried about catching COVID because they can't catch shit anyways.
That's like they say if there's ever a tornado, you got to go to the Dallas Stadium and sit in the touchdown area because there's never a touchdown.
No, never touches there.
Oh shit! It's safe from the tornado because it never touches down there. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds legit.
Except
I just want to say to the homie.
Touchdown. You get in the other end zone. You're gonna catch.
Getting safeties back there.
The Cowgirls might definitely like it in the end zone. But I just want to say to a friend of ours, Jerry Griffin, fuck your Cowboys. I know you'll watch about this far into this anyways. Fuck your Cowboys.
Oh, dude, we live deep in the heart of Cowboy territory, and you should just fucking... Oh, my God, dude. It's like, it's blasphemy around here, and I love just stirring the pot.
It's fun. That's for sure.
We got this many rings. I was like, dude, you haven't had a fucking ring in 20. How many Super Bowls have you won since your last one?
No. It's been a fucking minute, dude.
You haven't won shit. My team's been to the fucking Super Bowl and won it 3 times since you guys. Fuck off. We've actually been. Seahawks once.
That
so
dude I've been telling you about, Ren the Heat Monster, did a whole album with Brother Lynch. He's moving from Stockton to Vegas to follow the Raiders.
Nice.
Nice.
He's actually a Cowboys fan.
What's that? Lynch? Oh, yeah, he always rocks the Cowboys jersey. And then his homeboy, Sibo. Like, Sibo comes from Cowboy. So,
Yeah.
I think Lynch lived in Texas for a while, I believe.
Yeah, that plus I'm sure Mike can attest for this. In California, a lot of the Crips will wear cowboy jerseys, like the Cowboys.
Yeah, the royal blue.
California.
Even more so the Mexicans in Oxnard, where they used to have joint training together. So you have one gang in that, one gang in the Raiders.
Yeah.
Good night, Kevin.
Popular back in the NWA days. So.
Oh, hey, speaking of NWA, I got to show my shirt off.
Yeah.
But before we get any further and off topic and everything like we do, I wanted to have a couple of sane points. Without this woman here, not even just because where the idea came from and why, but without this woman right here to settle me down, keep me on track, support me, and be my teammate. You know, she doesn't think she does a whole lot anymore because she's a proud mama. She actually does more than what she knows, you know. I just want you to know that I love you. You're amazing. I'm glad to call you my boss. And with all that love and Sappy right there, like that's the reason we do all this. And you know, you asked me how in Force 5, you know, like they told me, hey bro, we'll always mess with you because you're in this for love. You know what I mean? Like you're not for pay, for love. And really you gotta think to like SLC Punk, where dudes talking about the origins of punk. Was it in England? Was it with, you know, Sex Pistols, Ramones in New York, whatever? He's like, it don't matter. Because you know why? Because we did it bigger, faster, harder, and we did it for the fucking love, baby. That shit right there is kind of seemed to be like us. We're none of our shows, you know, are like anybody else's. They're not A, B, C, D, E. They're not fucking. Are your balls comfortable enough for this interview? Like our shit stands, we stand out. You know what I mean? We're not big, we're known. That's all I'm saying. You know, it's like that thing, Captain Sparrow and shit.
We don't fulfill riders.
but you have heard of us, right? You know what I mean? So like,
yeah,
that's why I think we are like we do it on our own way. We've always done it organic, making great connections. Like you motherfuckers here, I love you guys. You know, it's always been family, like, and it's hard to have. We've had some people come and go, you know, original admin and stuff, you know, but it's hard to let family go and shit. But we've brought a lot of family back. Like Vandal's left so much, and we won't let him leave because he was OG to all this, and I hope it gets well. You know, and it's been hard too for us. We went through some shit, and really, really hard for us. Loud Ass Radio. We lost the merch man for WTR, Ultimate Underground fan. You know, we lost Marshall. Good old merch mill. We lost Tim Williams, co-owner of Wicked Tennessee Record. One of your original labels you were on. All in the same accident. Crooked G survived. Beast Mode survived. We've took some hits. All the way around. Like it's been a rough year. 2020 has been rough. And I think we don't really have much shows and stuff because we're trying to see what everything's playing out, find better formats and stuff because we always want to do it bigger, faster, stronger, you know, and with that fucking love. You know, so we got to say a lot of appreciation for artists out there. We got the small ones that have came on, the ones that are growing, we love to watch grow. To the bigger guys, to the Kung Fu Vampires, the underrated, to Damian Quinns, Chucky Chuck, Dochi Haas. You know what I mean? They came on and gave our shows a chance and shit. Like, and they got to walk away and say like it was a fun show. They loved doing it, you know, because we were different. You know, that's what keeps us pushing on, you know, through all the losses. And you know, we were fans originally, and it's a struggle now to be a fan. I keep looking back at her because, like, she knows what I'm saying, because we've seen so many artists and shit fall. We see the backside of the industry and the underground, and it's some fucked up shit, dude. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool to see a lot of people working with each other. Right, and seeing behind shit and realizing people, you know, the humanity of it became a lot more complex, you know, and I think it's kind of a curse, but it's also a blessing because, like, we're in that moment. We get to live that moment. You know what I mean? Like, after a show, we get to feel, and I know both of these guys can attest to it, we get to feel that high, that come down from it, that pure adrenaline. Like, for me, I'm over because I get to do this. Like, this woman gave me my life and shit. Like, this, I mean, this all means everything to us. We love what we do, and it's a struggle, especially now being a parent of a 1-year-old. Our little semen demon. No, he's a great kid, but he's a 1-year-old. You know what I mean? He ain't punked me out of my lunch money yet. I've been working full time.
Just you wait.
Right, this whole COVID thing, you know, it's all new grounds all the way around. You know, media itself could be in a flux. Like, life in itself is a flux. But
I'm telling you, dude, like 120 miles east of you, there's fucking $14,000 40-acre lots. Out, what's that town? Winslow. Out by Winslow.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
man.
not too bad.
I mean, it ain't plumbed or nothing, but shit, man. All of us together built a compound out there. Like, they did it down in Waco back in the 90s.
In a cult.
Anytime somebody says compound, I say that shit.
That was an obvious fuck. Yeah, but no, I'm down.
Right?
It'll be a musical one. I don't know about you
When
guys.
you pick one up, I'll let you know.
Gringo,
You'll be the first person I call.
we're gonna butter you up and open you up right now. Oh, I should look at his face. You're
You're
getting
gonna put all
buttered.
the butter in it.
I just want to ask you for, you know, you got anything you want to say or anything in doing this? Like, because, like, you were a fan too, and then, like, you get to be a big part of this. And he's a big part of this. Like, he helps in decision making. He's one of our managers on the page. Like,
Yeah.
he does work with 3 people, 4 people. She thinks she's 4 people.
I'm for the people. What? Gringo Suave for the people?
Yeah, you're 4 people. Because you had, like, 3 names and stuff. And then you'll shave your lip. And then she's like, who's that?
Oh, yeah. 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 Like, wait till it's all gone. Like,
Right?
I'm starting to, like, I think there were pictures of Ulysses S. Grant that looked just like this.
Probably. But you got anything to say about this? Like, I want to know what's in your head.
Oh, man, it's been fun. Like, I don't know what to say. I'm definitely appreciative of it. And thank y'all for bringing me on and letting me join y'all on this journey. Because that's what it's been, and that's what it's going to continue to be.
What
And
a long-
Gonzostyles is going to remain Gonzo.
Yeah. Sure felt like he shaking his head for. Why? What are you saying no to?
I know I said, oh, what a long, strange trip it's been.
Oh, very long and strange. Like,
Sipping life from a 40-ounce bottle of sin.
dude, if it wasn't for these 2 here on the shows, I'd fly so far the fuck off the handle. I'd be doing dumb shit. I'd be back my weirder days, just light my nipples on fire and doing dumb shit. Like, these 2 people, stop. Oh, I hate that. He's picking on me. So, like, these 2 are criminal. Like I said,
Hit him.
so,
Yeah, we've done fairly well.
He told her that
From
she needs to be
operating behind the scenes. From operating behind the scenes and you know, letting you know when you were talking over the radio broadcast,
Right.
cutting in and out, you know, just giving you little hints here and there. It's
Right,
not
you
as
guys
easy to do it now, but I think you learned.
Right,
I
I
think
do.
we don't have that issue anymore, so we progress and things
Man.
moving forward like a train. What's
Right.
that, Cody?
I said it's a fucking learning process, that's for sure, man.
It is.
But
But it's
It's
a
life.
blast. We have fun doing it, and I mean, nobody can say they have this much fun doing their
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, it's about the fun. It's about the love. And it's about that time for my fat ass to eat. So stop pulling my armpit hair.
Yeah, I'm fucking hungry too, man.
I've had a turn.
Have a good time. Hey,
She got me
have a
guessing in
fucking
Spanish.
Whataburger for me, Cody.
Some Whataburger.
Dude, there's none in Childress.
Oh, I
None.
want
got
Whataburger
Sonic,
so
I
bad.
got like Arby's. I got McDonald's. The Dairy Queen. I can walk to Dairy Queen in like 30 seconds.
I want some Dairy
Substitute
Queen too.
though, man.
But can you walk like a queen when you do it?
No, we were in Abilene the other day and had to stop. I was like, we got to get a fucking Whataburger.
Hey, email me one.
Email you one.
Yeah.
All right. On that note, y'all, I'm out.
We're
Deuces.
out. Thank you, Cody.
Welcome
Not
to
a-
the couch.
Thanks for taking over, brother. We appreciate you.
Not a problem. I hope we got all the info out that you guys needed to get out,
Yeah,
man.
I
know at
think
the
so.
Kind of went off the rocker and let it go, but I'd hit all my talking points, so I thought it was.
It's all good. I just want to get the appreciations out there. With
Yeah,
that,
no.
thank you for joining. If you're watching this, it's YouTube, the Gonzostyles radio channel. And we're not going to record no more. We're not going to take it. Stop recording.